Escaping Denver, Batch 5, Episode 1, The Crow. Ah! Hey, little guy. I don't have any food. Malenki? Why are you chasing me?
Spencer, if you're hearing this, I'm dead, and there's a lot you need to know.
What the hell? How are you? Why?
Spencer, if you're hearing this, I'm dead, and there's a lot you need to know.
You just said that.
Spencer, if you're hearing this, I'm dead, and there's a lot you need to know. Acknowledge.
Acknowledged?
I'm sorry. Sorry you got dragged into this. Sorry your life got turned upside down. Sorry to have found you. It's just, Noah always chooses you.
We'll get back to all of that, I promise. It's a lot to take in, so I wanted to ease us in like entering a hot tub. A robot bird tracked me across the country. They found me, or maybe never lost me. Camilla, not the collective, or rather, Camilla's bird found me, Malenki. And do I feel betrayed? A little bit, to be honest. I befriended that wild bird in the midst of a pretty isolating experience, so yeah, I feel a little betrayed. But could it have been worse? Hell yeah. That voice coming out of the crow could have been the mysterious fox lady instead of Camilla, who arguably has been our only consistent ally. She's been helping Noah and Sara since the very beginning, so I should have expected her to eventually reach out to me. It's just unnerving not knowing who or what to trust. Escaping Denver is riddled with so many opportunities for mistrust and betrayal that I'm surprised it hasn't managed to dissolve the relationship that Noah and Sara have. Sure, they've had their moments, but actually, you know what? I should backtrack a bit. If this is your first episode with us, bold move to start on Batch 5, but I recommend heading back to the beginning and listening from Episode 1. Maybe you'll hear something that we all missed. But failing that, here's a quick recap of where we've been so far. Right. Noah and Sara were strangers to one another when this all kicked off. They just woke up in adjacent concrete cells with no memory of how they got there. That trust that Noah and Sara share was forged in those cells. See, Noah got out of his cell and promised to return for Sara, which he did. And a seed of trust was planted. From there, the two managed to escape the experiment being run on them and break into the abandoned sections of the facility. Feral test subjects. Mind you, they didn't do it alone. That voice you heard, the one coming out of the crow, that was Camilla, our ally. She managed to guide Noah and Sara through a myriad of obstacles until, of course, she met her ultimate demise at the hands of the mysterious woman. The one heading up this entire facility beneath the Denver airport. The one pushing the boundaries and ethics of science. Anyways, after Noah and Sara escaped the experiment, they found themselves navigating the lower levels of the facility, which is this vast laboratory complex with networks of hallways and offices, and of course, an impossibly large biodome cavern. See, I want to call them the lost levels of the facility, but I'm not convinced that they were ever truly tamed to begin with. And the deeper they delve, the more I'm convinced that that's the case. Now, they weren't just running around aimlessly. Sure, they were trying to escape to the surface. That was always the number one goal, but somewhere along the line, they started asking questions. The what, who, and why of this whole situation. And yes, we got a couple of those answers, for better or for worse, but no, we still don't know why they were taken to begin with. What we do know is that these versions of Noah and Sara were made in a lab. What's worse is that they are clones in a sea of clones. But there is a cult that secretly operates within the facility. They put an end to this whole cloning thing when they got Noah and Sara to blow up that portion of the facility. Now, this cult worships alien overlords that were somehow here at the birth of civilization as teachers and guides. Its members are current and past employees of the collective, the very group that destroyed the aliens to begin with, so make sense of that. And when I lay it all out like that, it sounds crazy. I know. And we haven't even touched on the kaiju that somehow predated the collective, which is still in the facility. It's all crazy, but the way I see it, if I believe one piece, then I need to believe it all. Because the convoluted web of seemingly unconnected events and stories all build off each other. They all make the others feel more plausible, more explainable. And I know how this makes me sound. I'm just not so convinced that matters to me anymore if I sound crazy. Not only am I proud to don my tinfoil hat, but I'd happily stand on a tinfoil soapbox in a tinfoil suit spouting the truth, if not for the secret shadow government agents tracking me with robot birds. I don't think you'll get it until you believe, and believing means going against every gut instinct you have. But I do believe. And I don't think I'm alone. Or at least, I hope I'm not. Let's get into it.
You killed her!
How observant.
She was on your side!
And I told her to stay quiet. She, like you, was my product. And the moment she stopped serving her purpose was the moment I stopped needing her services. Something to think about while dangling a mile above the ground. Lock him up.
Well, damn.
Yeah, didn't expect that.
That she'd kill a soldier that also happens to be your clone? No. I don't think anyone was expecting that.
You know what I mean. She was loyal to the collective.
Well, she was a psychopath, and we're better off without her. I mean, no matter who killed her. Shake it off.
Shake it off. I just had to watch myself get shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's messed up. I only had to hear my clone get killed.
God. What the hell did we get ourselves into?
Well, we didn't get ourselves into anything. We got sucked into this, kicking and screaming, and now we're trying to get ourselves out of it.
We made choices, pursued answers, hell, pursued danger.
We're heroes. We killed a kaiju.
But it was against them. We did the collective a favor. Fuck.
Well, we didn't know that at the time. It just felt like the right thing to do.
Felt like the right thing to do is going to be on your epitaph.
Well, I'd rather do the wrong thing that felt right than the right thing that feels wrong.
Oh, I get it. Same for me. It's just that that's the kind of thinking that's gotten us locked in a monster-proof elevator a mile above the ground.
It has to have a flaw somewhere. Me. I'm a healer, so they didn't take me into consideration while building this. All their energy went into making sure you couldn't Hulk out of it.
Well, I won't be doing any hulking. Not without that song.
Well, you did before.
That was an accident. I couldn't control it.
But that means it's in you. It just needs to be activated. Let's see if we can't find the flaw first and worry about your strength afterwards. What about my healing can we exploit?
Well, that you can heal?
Yeah, I guess that was a dumb question. What I mean is, if injury wasn't an obstacle, what ways could we get out?
Well, the door is too heavy to open and too strong to break through. The ceiling is 15 feet up, so I don't know how we'd reach it. And the bottom leads to a mile-long drop.
Then it's down.
I just said leads to a mile-long drop.
Exactly why only an idiot would attempt it.
I'm sorry. Sorry you got dragged into this. Sorry your life got turned upside down. Sorry to have found you. It's just, Noah always chooses you.
I'm sorry too. What do you mean he always chooses me?
My answers are limited. Please rephrase.
How does Noah choose me?
Whenever the opportunity arises, Noah tries to get messages out. Every time. It's always his instinct to get help. And he always lands on asking a stranger. And every time he picks a number at random, it's your number. Like clockwork. It was one of the few consistent pieces of data we were able to obtain. We still don't know why, but like how a song gets stuck in your head, your number is stuck in Noah's mind.
But he and Sara chose my number this time.
My answers are limited. Please rephrase.
How can he choose the same number every time if this time he wasn't alone in the choosing?
My answers are limited. Please rephrase.
Damn it, I don't... You just... How am I supposed to learn anything if I have to ask it in a specific way?
My answers are limited. Please rephrase.
Yes, I know, your answers are limited. Fine. You came and found me. Why don't you tell me what you've come to say?
I really didn't expect for it to go this way.
No, this isn't going to work.
It will.
We should just try another way.
What other way?
I don't know, we can pretend you're choking, and when they bust in, we take him out.
Take him out.
Yeah, don't look at me like that. We've taken out plenty of soldiers.
Oh, I know. It's just that you did this whole karate hands thing while you said take him out.
Yeah, karate hands are the universal sign for taking people out. But seriously, I really don't think this will work.
Well, we have to do something, and this feels like something they wouldn't have thought of.
Because it's suicide.
Only for those that can't heal.
You want me to rip a panel off the floor,
With your super strength, yes.
then you plan to swing from the hole to the stairwell running down the shaft.
Like an Olympic dismount.
But gymnasts stick the landing. They train their entire lives for it, and for us it could mean certain death.
Well, we got what we got.
We don't got anything. You still need me to tap into my strength.
Details.
An important detail. I can't just flip a switch, Noah.
You'll be fine. You do it all the time.
I don't do it all the time. It's why we need the Walkman.
Sure, it helped. But you don't need it. Just, muscle up.
I don't muscle up. You're not listening to me.
Hulk out. Rageify. Whatever you call it, just do it. And when you do, just grab this little lip of metal and rip.
I've tried the metal lip in the floor. You've tried it too. It's not going anywhere. See?
Well, no. Not until you muscle up.
Oh, Noah! How did... I didn't have the song.
No, but you did get pissed off.
You did that on purpose.
It was surprisingly easy.
For you to be annoying? I buy that. What now?
My gymnastics debut.
Oh, God.
I really didn't expect for it to go this way. I thought I could save him and keep you safe. But if you're hearing this, I couldn't even keep myself safe. I'm sorry. Make no mistake, at the time of this recording, I'm feeling good about the plan so far. This is all just an extreme measure. Noah is out of the experiment, and now we just need to lead him out of the facility. But the plan is already changing. Changed. I didn't expect for him to take her along with him. A lot harder to sneak out 2 captives, and they have not gone unnoticed. That's why I think it's prudent to record something for you in case things change for me, too. This is a burden, I get it. But my understanding doesn't do you one lick of good. The nicest and most valuable thing I can do for you is to be honest. We don't always provide the subjects with cell phones, but whenever the opportunity arises, Noah tries to get messages out. Every time. It's always his instinct to get help. And he always lands on asking a stranger. And every time he picks a number at random, it's your number. Like clockwork. It was one of the few consistent pieces of data we were able to obtain. We still don't know why, but like how a song gets stuck in your head, your number is stuck in Noah's mind. It means something. At least to me. The collective brushed it off as a coincidence, but it's more than that. You two have never crossed paths as far as I can tell, never been in the same city at the same time, not even the same state. And yes, the fact that I know this much about you means the collective does too. They'll have been watching you, even just as a precaution. Listening devices, hacking your computer, even planting people in your life. It's why I haven't been able to make direct contact with you. I can only assume you're somewhere safe and private and not at home, as the bird was programmed to hold on to this message until all of that criteria was met. That and my being dead. He chooses you every time, and that's no small thing. Does that make it fair to burden you with all of this? Of course not. But somewhere deep inside of Noah, he knows you're the one who can help him. Call it fate, call it purpose, whatever. I'm not one to believe anything I can't see with my own eyes, but seeing as I work with the impossible on a daily basis, I'm willing to take the leap that Noah knows something I don't. That maybe the mild-mannered Spencer is key to taking down the collective.
No pressure, right? Somehow I'm integral to the demise of the collective, and it's crazy pants. My solution to receiving mysterious messages from captives was to start a podcast. How the hell does that translate to the demise of an international shadow government? Am I missing something here? The only thing I can think of is that one of you internet sleuths out there is pulling at the threads of this story until you find one that unravels it all. And maybe that's it. Maybe I'm the middleman in terms of inspiring change, which is way less responsibility. I can hope, right? We'll get back to Camilla's explanation, but first we gotta talk about Noah and Sara's ridiculous plan, and it is ridiculous. Swinging from the bottom of an elevator, hoping to land on a stairwell where, best case scenario, he only falls 30 or 40 feet and breaks a few bones. And that's the best case. Worst case, he misses the stairs entirely and falls a mile to the bottom of the shaft. Actually, worst case, he survives that too and becomes just a puddle of flesh and blood and has to feel himself come back together from that goop. Okay, well, let's see how they fare.
Noah?
Frig.
You okay?
Friggity frig. Oh, frig.
Use your words.
I tried not to swear. Is it too much to ask? Could I be a mutant with manners? Oh, frig.
You made it to the stairs.
Yeah, eventually. Darn it, I think I broke both legs.
Okay, stay put. We'll figure something.
What's all this screaming about? Whoa! Hands up! Hands! Step away from the hole.
He just fell through.
Back.
I tried to grab
How
him
the
and
hell? I don't see him.
he's hanging underneath. Quickly, grab him.
Drew, grab my vest. I don't want to fall through. Don't try anything.
I won't. Please just save him.
Gotcha. I don't see him.
Sara,
Yep.
did you just throw 2 soldiers down the shaft?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and Sara, can you also come and get me?
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm just gonna stay put while my bones heal.
You do that. Okay, first things first. I gotta go before they realize what's happened. Well, frig.
I don't know how many ways I can help you, but I'm thinking a little context would go a long way. I'm one of the bad guys. I know I'm trying to help Noah, but that's new, or newish. I've been with the collective for 16 years. They got me right out of college. Wasn't top of my class, but high enough to have options. Doctorate programs, startups, Fortune 500 companies, and one mysterious offer from the collective that I was too curious about to pass up. The interview process was a slog. Took weeks and involved background checks, aptitude tests, and even a medical exam. They took our blood, for Christ's sake. And nowhere along this highway of red flags did I stop to question what was happening. In fact, it excited me. Whatever was at the end of this gauntlet of hurdles was going to be worth it. Had to be worth it. Wave after wave, people dropped off, and that waiting room got lonelier and lonelier. Not just other data analysts, but scientists, soldiers, engineers. There was even a chef. All of us signing on to the unknown, for the only adventure that was left to us. Drop us all 200 years ago and we'd be the ones sailing across the sea, or chopping our way through jungles, or, I don't know, climbing mountains. What I'm saying is that we were all missing something that the collective looked like it could fill. And it did. It really fucking did. Top secret research, subterranean tunnels, monsters. I was living my best life. Moral compass replaced by a greater purpose. I was part of humanity's protection. Because that's what the collective was selling. Heroes of Earth. The front lines on the war against our would-be tyrannical alien overlords. And I bought it. They showed me a world I couldn't have dreamed existed. Our world. full of mystery and adventure and danger and all the things I thought would fill that void. Until Noah. Something about him burrowed into my brain, and it started to affect me. Watching him die over and over again. I mean, I'd seen countless deaths. Brutal, horror movie level deaths. But I was always able to look past the carnage to the finish line, Earth's protection. But Noah, though, thinks differently. Always want to help someone else, even in this hellscape. Empathetic, resilient, honest, good. The kind of good that shook me out of my stupor. Something had to change because I had changed. I started asking questions, and thankfully, before I put a target on my back, they found me. Those who remember the piece. A group of employees with an alternative version of history that paints the aliens as some sort of guides or deities. Idiot zealots. But they had the resources for me to follow through on my plan, so I played along, bided my time, and collected my resources. The SIM cards, the floor plans, the codes, even this very crow. I waited for my chance to free Noah, to clear my conscience, to trade my life for his.
You hear that? Gross, right? That's my bones putting themselves back into place. Painfully. Don't get me wrong. Healing is awesome and all, but next time through this horror show, I'll ask for feeling zero pain as my superpower. Thank you very much. I called you. Just now. A couple of minutes ago. That was me. I couldn't believe it was ringing. That my weak, singular bar was somehow reaching you. Thought it was a sign, but no. You didn't pick up. Unless that was the sign. You're in it. You wouldn't have picked up if you thought for a second it was me. Wish I could have sent a text or something, but wasn't expecting the call to go through. It was just an exercise in futility to say I at least tried. But yeah, it rang. I didn't realize the jolt it would give me. Gave me, I don't know, hope? Sounds so stupid, but that's the best I can do. A little preoccupied with the whole putting myself back together again. I managed to crawl my way up a few flights of stairs, so if anyone looks down the hole in the elevator, they'll miss me. Hopefully. Or not. I really don't care. They'll have to go through Sara at this point, and I don't envy anyone who has to do that.
I got lost and all turned around, and soldiers just kept popping out of everywhere, and I had to keep going all warrior princess on them. But seriously, I'm kicking ass. I am. Not my uncontrollable power, but me. I keep hoping the strength will just, kick in, but it doesn't. It almost feels further away than before. Harder to tap into. No matter, because, like I said, I'm lost. Like I have no idea where I am lost. Silver lining is that I took the last soldier's ID badge and keys, so I'm hoping that'll open a few more doors. But if I don't know where I'm going... You know what? I hate that. No control. At the mercy of the fates. And it's bullshit. I have skills now. I've grown and evolved more than just in strength, and it'd be nice if I could be rewarded for all that. Instead, I'm rolling dice. Bracing myself for failure as I go door to door, guessing... Oh! Huh. Right. Well. Noah?
Sara?
Well, who else would it be?
A savvy soldier?
Making jokes?
Yeah, I'm working on my tight 5. Now come down here and get me.
Ah, right. Broken legs.
What?
Nothing. Coming.
Trading my life for his may sound noble, but it isn't. It's penance. Noah isn't this perfect person, but he's good and affects change. Maybe not the Noah on the surface, but the Noah who would survive this place would have the confidence to affect change. The first domino of positivity, and maybe, just maybe, by freeing Noah, I could be part of that change. Make up for at least a portion of what I've done up until now. There's so much more I want to tell you, but it never feels like there's enough time. I tried to get to you before it came to sending a crow. Your mail was being watched, your calls monitored. They even had cameras to see who came and went from your apartment. It's why I tried to get you to go to your downstairs neighbors. Made them add forbidden fruit to their choir's repertoire, hoping that would trigger your curiosity, hoping you'd come downstairs where they could tell you everything. I just couldn't be more heavy-handed than that, not without stirring suspicion. And I needed to be under the radar. You understand that, right? I didn't want to leave you in the dark, especially with how important you are to the final plans. I know you must be angry at me. I'd be pissed. But I have a way to truly free Noah and Sara. And in turn, free you too, Spencer. You just have to do exactly what I say.
There's more to that message. Of course, there's more to that message, but I can't share it. At least not yet. My internet sleuths aren't the only ones listening to the podcast anymore, and I just can't have the collective knowing any more than they already do. But then why even share what I have? Simple. Because I want them to know I'm coming for them. Thank you for coming back to Batch 5 of this story, and to Curious Cast for sticking with us. I will be back next week with another episode of Escaping Denver.